What a lovely, lovely day. The skies are very blue and my dogs are in love too. Look how lovely it is just to get out in nature. This is in the middle of Ipswich. We are very lucky to have a few parks around us. And there he is. Rosie's got a little coat on. They're just so beautiful dogs. And it's just so lovely. You've got seagulls, all the birds singing in the sky. It is just so magical, wherever you are in nature. So what a lovely day it is. Just did a video. It's about, I wasn't ranting, I wasn't being grumpy. I'm going to go back down there because it's really lovely. I wasn't being grumpy, but it's about when you talk to people and you complain about people. You don't have to complain about people, because if you complain about people, you complain about yourself. Talk how you want to be spoken to yourself, or talk as if you're talking to yourself. And it's really quite strange, because sometimes interpretations of people, what you see is not what they think they're doing. If that makes sense. You've got to be your own interpretation of who you want to be. And you can't be happy and skipping all the time. 80%, 90% is great, but you do get the odd percentage where you just, your conscious mind just grabs hold of you, or you should love yourself unconditionally. So your conditional love is the one that controls your mind and everything. Depends how you want to look at it. So yeah, so if you're going to moan about somebody, you're not really moaning about them, you're moaning about yourself, because that's how you see yourself. Nothing to do with them, it's how you interpret things at that specific time and that specific place. You don't have to be who you don't want to be. With that, hang on a sec. So yeah, dog did let's do another job. So it's your interpretation of things. So every person who sees you sees somebody different. 95% of people see me and see the person who would like to say. Just going to stop here a minute. I mean, it's lovely, isn't it? Kind, in tune with myself, and the odd 5% sees somebody who isn't, and that's okay for them to see who we're not really who we are. Who are we? Sit down and say to yourself, who am I? And just love yourself for who you really are. Just spoke to a lady and she was talking, she lives just down the street. She works in London, she loves her job, but she don't get a lot of sex. She loves her job, but she don't get a lot of praise for it. But that's okay. She said her husband hates his job. I said to her, ask him a question, if you could do any job in the world, what would you do? That's it. And I said, so I'll ask him to go and do it. Because you're not too old. You can be your own hero at any age. If you want to be your own hero, then let your own hero come in. Because you are the sunshine of your life. I wrote a poem this morning. Only you can live your life for who you want to be. Only you can quit your job and find something that you love. People always come and say, I can't afford to, I've got to work all these hours. No, you don't, you choose to work all those hours. Belief is the only thing that we need, because that's what counts, is your own belief. If you want to go and do something and live the life that you want, go and live that life, because you're the only one that can live it for who you want to live it for. And that is it. I'm just coming around to the other side of this pond, which is so beautiful, and then I'm going to shut this off and turn it around the other way. So we've got all the geese all the ducks. Look at this beautiful boy or girl. But they're just so lovely. I mean, look at them. I mean, I don't know if you can get hold of them. And ducks, look at them. Absolutely divine. I can't see. Zoom in. I mean, look at them. Look. It's just so peaceful and beautiful. Be like a duck, get it out of your system and carry on. I mean, it's just magical. There's a little girl down there. I'll zoom out a little bit. But look how beautiful it is. That's all you need. It's just beauty in your everyday. Seagulls. I'm coming in, Bertie. Coming in, Florence. How lovely it is. But I know what they're waiting for. They're waiting for food. I mean, look at that view. It's just magical, isn't it? And with that, oh, that was so nice. She's just saying there's some more baby ducks over here. So yeah, just had a chat with a lady. Look at them crows. Magnificent. Love the crow. Do you know why they're black? Because all their colours are mixed into one. I mean, how beautiful is that? I mean, look at those. How beautiful. Look, there's the male, there's the female. And it is absolutely beautiful. It's just to die for. Well, not to die for, but just to be out here and be your own self. So yeah, I just spoke to two ladies, and one of them, she's so nice, she just joined my Facebook group. Yes, Heal to Forgive Yourself. I mean, she's talking, I think I might stay in touch with her. Because she did her journal for her being pregnancy. I said, don't share all of it, just share snippets of it. And I said, I'll connect with you on Facebook. And it was lovely. Here, AJ, here. Here. You alright? Lovely day, isn't it? Hey, Rose. Oh, I love it. So yeah, and I've just said to her, just written a book. So she's followed the page straight away. And you know what? Write that book. Be doing a course in it. Write that book of poetry. Because it might not help, it will help you while you do it. But also, if you want to do your journal and you've done your journal, write that journal. But don't write it all on your page. Just write some snippets of it. And just become who you're meant to be. And I said to her, my journey all started because my friend lost her mum, so I did a poem about loss of a mother, that's it. And it flew from there. And it just, be your own hero. That's the main one, I think. You've got to heal to forgive yourself for allowing people to do whatever they did to you. Bully you, take the piss out of you, whatever abuse they did to you. But you've got to forgive yourself for that to happen. Not in a way that you let it happen, but forgiveness for yourself is the biggest release of them all. And you just got to find your own way for who you want to be. And that's it, really. That's what my little thingy is, my little chit chat's about today. We would write it down on a script, but I prefer to do it like how I do it, because that's how my mind works, that's how I work, because I am my own hero. I love who I am. And I was talking to a young girl this morning about her auntie, because she passes the funeral today, and I said to her, you're going to be okay, your auntie's back to where she is, and she's still with you in your heart. And I said, and you'll feel her every day. And that's it. You've got to love who you want to love. And the main person you need to love is yourself. If you can be in love with yourself 100%, that is it. That's it. How wonderful is that? Being in love with who you are. You don't have to be in love and be like obnoxious with it. You can be in love with who you are because you know who you are. And I was talking to this young girl, and She said, and I've got her to read my poem, The Hero, for 7 days. And she said, I'm getting all these people slagging me off on Facebook because of the way I look. And she said, you know what? She said, after reading your poem, she said, it didn't even trigger me anymore. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. And that is what the poem Hero is all about. Now, if you want me to do your copy and send it to you, get in touch. And you can have the copy, and you can have what you have to do on the back. Obviously there's a fee, and we'll go from there, because heal yourself to forgive yourself. Yeah, let's all do it and be your own hero. If you don't love yourself today, remember, I love you with every single beat of my essence and my heart.